to Westbrook 2020.
Yeah, welcome back.
Good afternoon.
Hi guys. Good morning everyone.
Hello.
Hey everyone.
Hey.
Hello guys.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hi everyone.
Slowly burning a big hole. Let there be light.
I mean, it's quite obviously a hat.
You are good, good, oh.
Quite dizzy, rascal.
I think you should come and play Jesus in this story for me.
Welcome to Westbrook 2020.
Yeah, welcome back.
Good afternoon.
Hi guys. Good morning everyone.
Hello.
Hey everyone.
Hey.
Hello guys.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hi everyone.
Slowly burning a big hole. Let there be light.
I mean, it's quite obviously a hat.
You are good, good, oh.
Quite dizzy, rascal.
I think you should come and play Jesus in this story for me.
Welcome to Westbrook 2020.
Yeah, welcome back.
Good afternoon.
Hi guys. Good morning everyone.
Hello.
Hey everyone.
Hey.
Hello guys.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hi everyone.
Slowly burning a big hole. Let there be light.
I mean, it's quite obviously a hat.
You are good, good. Oh.
Dizzy rascal. I think you should come and play Jesus in this story for me.
Welcome to Westbrook 2020.
Yeah, welcome back.
Good afternoon.
Hi guys.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey everyone.
Hello, guys.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Slowly burning a big hole. Let there be light.
I mean, it's quite obviously a hat.
You are good, good. Oh.
Dizzy rascal. I think you should come and play Jesus in this story for me.
Hi guys. Welcome to Westbrook Online Continued. Have you all had a good time? I've had a brilliant time. It's been fantastic. Oh, it's been so fabulous. Ella's asked me to tell you that she's got loads and loads of taskmaster, try saying that. Got taskmaster entries, and they're fab. She's having such a difficult time. Don't forget there'll be another taskmaster to hand in this way today. Right, okay, right. What? Notices? Yeah, okay. I forgot myself. This is Squawky, by the way. He's the sensible one. He always tells me what to do. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Gets very excited. So today, I am so pleased to be able to be here for you guys. And I'm going to introduce a very special lady later on who will take the session. And she is amazing. And she's going to tell you a fantastic story. But on a notice point of view, see, I remembered, we need you to hand in pictures or send in pictures of all of your crafts. And I would love to see them. I am the craft queen, you may know that. It's always me that ends up doing the crafts at Westbrook, so I'm really excited to be able to see what you've done. Right. I don't know about you guys, but I was a little bit upset when I heard that we couldn't go to the Isle of Wight. Really, really sad. Because I've been going for years and I love it, and I love being with you guys. And then Jordan and the team came up with this idea to do it online, and I was very scary because they'll tell you I don't do tech. But I think it's been amazing. But I've got one, well, I had until this morning, one little, well, down moment, really. Yeah, I was a little bit upset. Not much, just a little bit. Yeah, I'll tell the boys and girls I was just about to do that, okay? Yeah? The reason why I was a bit upset is one of my favourite parts of going to Westbrook is going on the boat, on the ferry trip. I love it. Not so much keeping you guys sitting still, but I absolutely adore being on the ferry. And I think Jordan and Ellie realised I was a bit down and upset. And they made me a fantastic offer. They've offered me a trip on a boat. No, you can't come, Squawky. Another time, okay? Yeah, you'll have to come another time. We haven't got a life jacket to fit you. Safety first. Okay. So I'm going to go on a boat trip. I am so, so excited. I've got my sun hat, and I've got my shorts, and I've got my sandals for my journey. What? It's going to be cold. Really? But it's so nice outside. How can it be cold? I'm going to check. It's not that I don't trust you, but I'm going to check. Oh, you're right, it's going to be cold. But I've got my T-shirt and my shorts, and it's going to be cold. Oh, what can I do? Put a cardigan on. That's a really good idea. You just sit there a second while I put my cardigan on. Oh. So, one nice, warm cardigan. Thank you for that. What do you think? Do you like it? Okay. So, now I've got a warm cardigan. What? It's going to be wet. Oh, but I'm wearing sandals. Where are my wellies? Do you know where my wellies are? Over there? Okay, let's go and put my Wellingtons on. I'll have dry feet then. What, make sure I put them on the right foot? Don't be daft. I think you're going to have to sit down while I put my boots on. Oh, I hate Wellington boots, but they're the best thing for keeping your feet dry. Just wish I'd remembered my socks. There we go. Come on then, Squawks. So, it's going to be wet, so I've got my boots. It's going to be cold, so I've got my cardi. What do you mean the hat's not suitable? It's going to be windy, but I'm going to check. You're right, it's going to be windy, and my hat might blow off, and it's straw, so it might get wet. What can I do? Wear a different hat? Really? A different hat? Okay. Do you know where the hats are? Over there? Okay. So, I won't wear the straw hat that'll get wet and can be blown off, and I'll put my Steam Rally hat on. It's better, but not right. Why is it not right? It'll keep my head dry and warm-ish. I've got my cardigan to keep me warm. I've got my boots to keep my feet dry. Oh, yes. It's got a big brim. And the wind will blow it off. So I need to wear a different hat, and then will I be ready to go on the boat? Okay. Right, I've got hats that won't blow off and will keep my head warm. I've got my cardigan. Yes, that will keep me warm. And I've got boots. Yes, to keep my feet dry. Is there anything else I need? Waterproof coat, that's on the boat, I'm fine. I think I'm ready to go on a boat trip. Thank you, Ellie and Jordan. The whole point of this is that we need to be prepared. And it ties in, and I'm not going to spoil Ellie's talk, but it ties in with what Ellie is going to talk to you about. What was that, Squawky? Oh, you know, Squawky's just been telling me about all the exciting things he's liked. I've talked about what I liked. He likes the worship. He thinks Daisy and Seb are fantastic, and he wants to say thank you to them. And you've liked the talks, especially the one on fire. You would. But you have to be very careful with your feathers, don't you, with fire? But you like it, don't you? It's pretty. What? And it's the same colour as your fur. Hair, feathers, maybe. We also like to thank everyone that does any of the talks because they've made an amazing job. And also, we've got to thank Josh. Yes, we mustn't forget Josh and the tech team, because this wouldn't happen without them. And the hosts. And the crafts. Yes, I've promised you can do your lava lamp when we get home. So, I just wanted to thank all the team, because obviously this is my opportunity to do that. But I also want to thank you guys for coming and joining in and watching. And I hope you've had as much fun as I've had. So, just a few bits more to remind you. There will be some more Taskmaster tasks for you to do and send in. We've really loved them. Oh, yes. And thank you for the really positive responses to the leaders' scavenger hunt. We had so much fun making that. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. What's that? You've got to pray? What, a quick prayer? Who for? Ellie? Oh, for her talk. OK. So, dear Ellie, dear God, thank you for dearest Ellie. Thank you for her enthusiasm. Thank you for everything she does to make the talk as fun as possible. Amen.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the last day of Westbrook Online. My name is Ellie, if I've not met you before. If you have been following our social media with Ready for Westbrook, then you might have seen the fun facts about me. I am indeed a little bit of an addicted person to the 2p slot machines. I did once, in fact, apply to go on Tipping Point, but they never got back to me. A little bit else about me. I'm married to Jordan, the youth worker at Waltham Chase Church, if you know him. And I work for Southampton City Mission, which means I go into schools all over Southampton. So maybe you've seen me that way. But I am here today to talk to you about the last element that we haven't included yet. If you've been eagle-eyed, you might have worked out that the final element is wind or air. I think they're kind of the same thing. So I thought to begin our session this morning, I would give you a little bit of a quiz. Something for you to play along wherever you're watching. It's going to be a picture quiz. But I don't know if you've ever been in a windy situation where there's kind of, hair all over the place, and sometimes if it's really powerful, your kind of face can almost get distorted in the wind. Or maybe you've got an adult in your life who used to say, every time you pulled a silly face, be careful, because the wind will blow and it will get stuck like that. Well, just think of that scenario for this quiz we're about to do, because I'm going to show you some pictures of famous people who I think have been caught in their wind, in a little bit of a windstorm, and the pictures may have been edited slightly to show you this situation. So let's have the first picture on the screen now. Who do you think it is? Can you work it out? It is, of course, Boris Johnson, our Prime Minister. Maybe you spotted it from the hands, face, space logo at the bottom there. Okay, picture number 2, I think that was a bit of an easy one. Who is this? Again, maybe some clues in the picture there. Look around the background too. Is there a bit of a logo you recognise? This was, of course, Ariana Grande. Maybe you spotted the Grammy logo. I think that she must have been at an award ceremony during that part. Okay, these are obviously a little bit too easy. If you've got both of those right, try picture number 3. Who is this caught in the windstorm? Now, this person I think is kind of famous from a few years ago, but apparently is quite hot on TikTok right now as well. It is, of course, Will Smith. I think most famous for Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Maybe you know him from something else, but a very good actor. Okay, picture number 4 for you. Who is this? I'll be honest, I might have had to have Googled who this one is. It is, in fact, Charli D'Amelio, who is very famous on TikTok right now. Had to Google, because even though I have TikTok, mine is mainly filled with Hamilton references or cake decorating. So I didn't know who she was, but maybe you did. Okay, I've got a couple more for you. Picture number 5. Who are these people? Double whammy for you here. Which couple have been caught in the windstorm? I think you probably worked this one out. It is, of course, Harry and Meghan. Meghan Markle or Duchess of somewhere. Can't remember their title now. But it is Harry and Meghan, of course. Okay, one final one for you. Well done if you've got 5 out of 5 so far. Can we have picture number 6 on the screen, please? Who is this? Do you recognise them? Well, they might look a little bit different caught in that windstorm, but that is actually Millie Bobby Brown, an actress, Stranger Things, or maybe you've seen the new Enola Holmes film that you recognise her from as well. Hopefully you did all right in that. Just a little bit of fun to start our session today and to get us thinking about those stories that normally involve wind, air, or sometimes even a storm. So today I want to tell you the story which is from the book of Mark, chapter 4, verses 35 to 41. And this is the story of Jesus calming the storm. Now, just to help set the scene a little bit, I've got some props with me. So this does involve a boat. As you can see, we've got our boat set up here. And unfortunately, though, because of social distancing, I wasn't able to get many people to come and help with this. So to act out as the disciples, or Jesus' friends, I've brought along some paper plate faces. So let's just put our disciples in the boat here. There's one there, looking nice and happy. Another one there. And we'll just have a third disciple there as well. Okay. So, this story takes place after Jesus had been speaking to a large crowd, and Jesus said, let's go to the other side of the lake. Oh, hang on, I haven't got a Jesus yet. Hold on a minute. Jordan, we're in the same household. We don't need to do social distancing. I think you should come and play Jesus in this story for me. I need a Jesus. I only brought enough paper plates for the disciples. Come on, up you come, please. I need you. Yeah. That's good, because I lost my place in the Bible.
Okay, fine, I will.
Fantastic. So, as I said, this is on the same place where Jesus said to the disciples, let's go across to the other side of the lake. Now, hold on a minute. I'm pretty sure 2,000-ish years ago, Jesus didn't wear grey knitted cardigans. I know it's a Jordan classic, but really, we need to make you look a bit more like the part. If you could pop something like this around you, please.
Okay, I'll just go down in the boat. Better?
Much better. Let's get rid of that. Right, now we can begin our story. So on that evening, on the same day, Jesus said to his disciples, "Let's go across to the other side of the lake." So they left the crowd, and the disciples got into the boat in which Jesus was already sitting, and they took him with them. Other boats were there too. Suddenly, a strong wind blew up. Oh, hold on a minute. I don't know if you're meant to be sleeping during this part already.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Just say, do you want to sleep? So let's go from where you say, they saw some other boats.
Other boats were there too. Jesus, at this point, had actually fallen asleep at the back of the boat.
Night.
Suddenly, though, a strong wind began to blow up. I've got some sound effects for that. Jesus carried on sleeping, though. The waves began to get bigger. Nope, Jesus carried on sleeping, though. Do you know what? Jesus had his head on a pillow and he slept the whole time. But the storm continued. Now, I don't know about you, but I imagine when these waves are starting to get bigger and bigger, and they were, then there might have been a few fish flying around. Jesus continued to sleep, even with these wild fish suddenly appearing. And everyone knows that there's often wild ducks at this time. But Jesus continued to sleep. The disciples, though, they were starting to get a little bit scared. What's going on? I hate this storm. We're going to drown. Jesus continued to sleep. Maybe he hadn't quite felt the waves yet, so perhaps if the water started to spray. Nope, he continued to sleep. Do you know what, though? The storm continued to blow. Jesus continued to sleep. Perhaps if the waves got a little bit bigger, then he would wake up. Nope, Jesus continued to sleep. The disciples were petrified at this point. We're going to drown! The waves were getting really big now. And still, Jesus continued to sleep. Until eventually, the disciples went up to him and said, "Teacher, don't you care that we're about to die? We're going to surely drown." Then Jesus stood up and commanded the wind, "Be quiet." And he said to the waves, "Be still." The wind died down, and there was a great calm. Then Jesus said to his disciples, "Why are you frightened? Have you still no faith?" But they were terribly afraid and said to one another, "Who is this man? Even the wind and the waves obey him." Thank you, Jesus. Very good sleeping through all sorts of distractions there. That is the story of Jesus calming the storm.
Calm down. What? Yes? Oh, it's one of your favourite bits. That explains why you were so excited. Daisy and Seb are going to lead us in some worship now. Hope you'll all join us at home.
So good morning, everybody. I'd like to first start off by saying I do own more than just this outfit. However, through the magic of cinema, we're filming this all on one day, and then it's being spread out over the whole weekend for your viewing pleasure. So we're going to start off for our last morning or day at Westbrook with Let Everything That Has Breath. Let everything that has breath praise the Lord. Let
shadow where I hide, the ransom for my life. Oh, he is my song, 'cause you are good, good. Oh, you are good, good. Let the king of my heart be the wind inside my sails, the anchor in the waves. Oh, he is my song. Let the king of my heart be the fire inside my veins, the echo of my days. Oh, he is my song, 'cause you are good, good. Oh, you are good, good. Oh, you are good, good. Oh, you are good, good. Oh. You're never gonna let me down. You're never gonna let me down. You're never gonna let me down. You're never gonna let me down, 'cause you are good, good. Oh, 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 you are good, good. Oh.
So, as we are talking about this element of air and wind, it reminded me of a bit of a game which I'm going to challenge all of you to try as well. If you received one of your packs, you might have hopefully got some Maltesers inside. I'm hoping you haven't eaten them all yet, but if you have got one left, then this is the challenge. I've heard that you can use your own wind from your mouth to create a bit of a wind tunnel to help make the Maltesers fly. So you have to kind of tilt your head back, put the Malteser on your lips and try and blow, and apparently it will shoot up, and then maybe, I don't know, you can try and catch it in your mouth and eat it afterwards. So hopefully you're happy to give this a go. I've not done this myself yet, so let's see. Maltesers at the ready. Now, I've got my chair because I'm thinking this could be easier to tilt my head back. Malteser. Chair. We'll see how we get on, okay. I'm going to place it on my mouth and try and make it fly in the wind. Oh, there was a little bit of movement. Let's keep going. Oh, it definitely moved a little bit. I wasn't able to catch it though. Third time lucky. One more go. If anyone can do this, I would love to see the footage. Maybe get someone to film you as well. Yay! I'm pretty chuffed with that. I'm going to have to watch the action replay to see how high I got it. Maybe you can do better than me, but I'm going to save the rest of those, I think, for the party tonight. Good luck with your challenge as well, making Maltesers fly with your own wind. Have you ever experienced a really windy day? like the really powerful type of wind, that you feel like you're almost going to get knocked over? Well, I have. It was when I was with Year 6 on a school trip to Wales, and we were trying to climb Penny Fan, the mountain in the Brecon Beacons. And this was a really windy, stormy day that we were trying to do it. And to prove it to you, I actually took a video on my phone whilst I was up there, which we're going to have a quick look at now. Hello from the top of Penny Fan. Really ready to stop. It's too windy. Get it back down. So, in case you didn't hear what I said in that video, because it was so windy, we didn't actually make it to the top. The guide said that the weather was so windy that it would have been too dangerous to do so. And I kind of agreed with them. There was one girl in the group I was with who was quite small, and at one point I thought she might have actually got blown off the mountain. So I like to think I've got a slight experience of how powerful wind can be, but I can only imagine how Jesus' disciples were feeling when they were in that boat from the story we've just heard. When the wind came so strongly that the waves were pushing water up and over into the boat so that it was filling up with water. They were probably, of course, and rightly so, scared. But what's interesting in this story is how Jesus reacted. He slept through the storm. Relaxed, comfortable, no worries. His friends thought he was crazy. They were saying, "Wake up! Don't you care about us? We're going to drown!" But Jesus didn't need to worry because he was in control. The Bible says that he stood up and commanded the winds and waves to stop. He simply said, "Quiet, be still," and the wind stopped. Just a few simple words and hush. No more wind. The disciples, his friends, who witnessed this, reacted in probably the exact same way I would have done. They were afraid and probably flipping out of their minds. They said, "What kind of man is this? Even the wind and the waves obey him?" So, at this point in their relationship, Jesus' disciples were just getting to know a bit more about him and a bit more about who Jesus truly was. Maybe that's like you right now. You've heard a few of these stories about this Jesus guy, and some of it seems pretty cool, but some of it still confuses you, and you might think, who is this weird wind-controlling guy? Well, let me try and explain that to you in just a simple sentence. Jesus is God. That's what Jesus kept on saying to the people when he was here on earth 2,000-ish years ago. He is God. And that's what ultimately got him killed on the cross, because the religious leaders at the time did not like him saying that. But it's something that I believe to be true, and something that about 2.3 billion other people who consider themselves Christians would also believe. Jesus is God. The God who created the entire world and universe, everything known and yet undiscovered. That God. That same God who created beautiful, intricate, wonderful human beings from his own imagination, and who breathed the breath of life into those humans. That God who has existed before anything else. Jesus is that God in human form, who was sent to earth to show humanity what God is like. So of course he wasn't scared of the wind. He created it. And of course he had control over that scary situation, because he has control and power over everything. But what does this mean for us here in 2020? Well, I think it's fair to say that our lives are not and will not always be perfect. There will be scary times, and times when things don't go to plan. Take this year as a prime example. I'm pretty sure none of us have loved living through a global pandemic. We've all been affected by it in some way, whether that's having to do schooling from home, or having plans cancelled, having Westbrook online this year, Or maybe some of you, or some of those close to you, have actually been affected health-wise because of this virus. But as a Christian, I believe that God is more powerful than any of that stuff. He is more powerful than all of our fears and worries, and we can turn to him for comfort and support whenever we are scared. He's got it under control. Now, that doesn't mean that life is going to be easy sailing, excuse the boat pun. Being a Christian, or a follower of Jesus, doesn't make our life danger-free. But we can be comforted by turning to God, just like the disciples were when they turned to Jesus in the middle of that scared time in the storm. He is bigger and more powerful than it all. Now, if you've joined us for the rest of this weekend, Westbrook 2020, which I hope you have, then you know that we've been talking about the theme, Dare to Grow. Dare to grow in your own step of faith and walk with Jesus. So how can this windy story help us in that? Well, like I mentioned earlier, the disciples were quite new in their friendship with Jesus. They didn't know him that well yet. And perhaps that is like you. Maybe this weekend has been the first time that you've really heard of or thought about this Jesus fella, and hopefully it's interested you. If that is the case for you, then I'd like to encourage you to dare to grow by taking your first steps forward in being a follower of Jesus. And did you know that you can do that at any time? But if you'd like to invite God into your life, then there's actually something you can do right now, wherever you are watching this message. All you need to do is say a simple prayer. And I'm going to say it right now. Perhaps you'd like to join in. Maybe you can say these words with me in your heart. Father God, thank you for sending your son Jesus to earth to show me what you are like. Thank you for showing me how amazing and powerful you are and how much you love us. Sorry, God, for all the mistakes I've made and the times when I've not lived up to your perfect standard. Please forgive me for that. I believe in you, so I invite you to be in my life now, and please help me as I grow in my relationship with you. Amen. If you have joined me in saying that prayer for the first time this evening, I want to say congratulations. I think what you've just done is very exciting and definitely not something to keep to yourself. So do let your leader or whoever invited you along to this Westbrook Weekend know about it, because I'm sure they would want to talk to you more about it and support you as you start this journey. Maybe in the Zoom call later on this afternoon would be a perfect time to let someone know and chat about it. But now I also want to talk to those of you who maybe have already said that prayer in the past, have already taken those early steps and would perhaps consider yourselves a Christian. Because this weekend and this challenge of daring to grow is for you too. We are all on a journey somewhere in our walk with God, and we can all grow in that relationship that we have with him. So for you, I want you to be reminded and encouraged that God is with us at all times, even through the stormy, rubbish, sad or terrible times. He loves you, and he will be there to calm the storm. All we need to do is trust him and call out to him. But maybe you're sitting there thinking you know that, and actually you don't feel like you're in the middle of a terrible windstorm. Perhaps you feel the exact opposite. You're like sitting in a boat in stagnant water with no wind and no movement, so that life actually kind of feels a bit meh. And that's okay too. In fact, I would say that I have felt that way sometimes myself. I know I'm a Christian, but so what? life can still kind of just gently bob along and maybe even feel a bit boring sometimes. Well, I would say, even if we feel like that, God does not feel that way about us. And so I dare you to grow your enthusiasm for God. Try and get excited about him as much as he is excited to be in a relationship with us. How do we do that? Well, we have to take that step. Dare to grow. It reminds me of another story from the Bible that perhaps you've already heard of, the one about a guy called Peter. It also takes place on a boat, and there is also a windy storm. But it's when Peter, one of Jesus' close friends, was actually able to walk on water when Jesus invited him to do so. But if you do know this story, you might remember that it was Peter who had to make that first step, that first move of actually stepping out of the boat and walking towards Jesus. So, wherever you are in your relationship with Jesus, whether it's barely begun or you're miles along the journey, whether you feel like you're bobbing along gently on a quiet day or caught in the fiercest of windstorms, dare to grow. Dare to grow in your knowledge of God, your love for him, and this relationship that you are building with him. Because I can promise you, it is worth it.
Wow, wow. Yeah, definitely. That was fantastic, Ellie. Really, really good talk. And I hope that you've taken something of what she said to heart. Unfortunately, that's the last bit of that. And we're going to have time to have something to eat because my tummy's rumbling and yours definitely is, Squawky, yes. He's hungry. He wants his sandwiches. But just quickly let you know that at 1 o'clock, there will be the final craft session. And that will follow the theme of, yes, wind. Yeah, okay. And then 2 o'clock, there'll be a reflection. Don't forget at 2:30, now this one's really important, we have a live Zoom call. So make sure you're on the ball with that one. And then 3 o'clock is, yeah, I know, you were famous. You did the Taskmaster challenges yesterday. There's going to be some more Taskmaster challenges. And if you watch out, Squawky probably will do some of them, won't you? We did all 5 yesterday, didn't we? Okay, so then at 4 p.m, there's a seminar, and it's called The Basics. I think, yeah, bit enigmatic that, isn't it? So I think you've got to watch that to see what it's about. Then at 5 o'clock, we've got the 10th anniversary special of Westbrook. Woo, woo! And then the moment we've all been waiting for at 7 o'clock. Yes, I've got your costume ready, Squawky, don't worry. It's the fancy dress party. The highlight and the end of a fabulous weekend with you guys. Squawky says goodbye, and I say goodbye too.